It's a calm evening. You're scrolling through your phone, maybe sipping tea, when a sudden call flashes on your screen. Police headquarters. You hesitate, but you answer. The voice on the other end is firm, commanding. This is Officer Raymond from the Criminal Investigation Bureau. There's a warrant for your arrest due to suspicious financial activity. Your heart pounds. He sounds real. Professional tone, official ID number, even background chatter that feels like a busy office. Panic sets in. He says you can resolve the issue immediately by verifying your account or paying a fine. You freeze. What if it's true? What if you really did something wrong without realizing it? But here's the terrifying truth. There is no officer, no investigation, no warrant, just a scammer exploiting fear. This isn't a crime of hacking, it's a crime of psychological control. Welcome to TrustArmor, your ally in digital and emotional safety. In today's connected world, the battlefield has shifted. Cybercriminals aren't just after passwords or credit card numbers anymore. They're after something far more personal, your peace of mind. Over the past year, a disturbing trend has emerged. Scammers posing as police officers, immigration officials, and government agents have found a new way to weaponize fear. They contact innocent people, teachers, business owners, even retirees, claiming there's a warrant for their arrest or a pending investigation. The message is urgent. The tone is official. The threat feels real. Victims are told they can settle the issue instantly by transferring money or verifying sensitive information. Many comply, not because they're naive, but because panic overrides logic. These scams blend technology, psychology, and intimidation into one powerful trap. Through deepfake video calls, cloned voices, and spoofed numbers, these criminals simulate authority so convincingly that even the cautious get caught off guard. But here's the truth. The more we understand how fear is used against us, the better we can fight back. This episode will expose how these scams work, why they're spreading, and, most importantly, how you can protect yourself and your loved ones from becoming the next target. A digital arrest scam is one of the most psychologically manipulative frauds in today's cybercrime landscape. It's when criminals pose as law enforcement officers, tax agents, or government investigators to convince you that you've committed a serious crime, and that the only way to avoid arrest or prosecution is to pay a fee or share sensitive personal details. Here's how it typically unfolds. You receive a phone call, text, or email from someone claiming to be from the police or a government agency. The caller ID may even display a legitimate official number because scammers use spoofing tools to mimic real phone lines. The person sounds calm but authoritative. They might mention your full name, address, or ID number, details they've scraped from data leaks or social media. Then comes the accusation, your identity has been linked to illegal activity, or there's a warrant for your arrest due to unpaid taxes. The scammer might even threaten to send officers to your home if you don't comply immediately. To make it more convincing, they may email official-looking documents bearing government logos, reference numbers, or digital signatures. Some victims have even received video calls featuring uniformed officers, created using deepfake technology and AI-generated faces. The goal is fear-based control. Once fear takes over, victims stop questioning and start obeying. They're told to pay fines via cryptocurrency, gift cards, or wire transfers, all untraceable methods. This is not random. It's a carefully orchestrated psychological operation designed to make you act before you think. The scam thrives not on your ignorance, but on your humanity, your natural instinct to respond to authority and avoid conflict. That's why understanding how it works is the first step to disarming its power. Let's talk about Mrs. Daniels, a 63-year-old retired school teacher who spent her life saving for her grandchildren's education. One quiet Tuesday morning, she received a call that would change everything. The screen flashed, "Local police department." The voice on the other end was firm but polite. An Officer Raymond. He claimed her bank account had been linked to a fraud and money laundering case, and unless she cooperated, an arrest team was already being dispatched. Shocked and trembling, Mrs. Daniels tried to explain that there must be a mistake. But the officer reassured her, "Ma'am, we can resolve this quietly. You just need to transfer your money into a secure government account while we investigate. Once you're cleared, your funds will be released." In her panic, she followed every instruction. The man even sent an official-looking document with a case number and badge seal and stayed on the call as she made each transfer. Within 2 hours, her entire life savings, over $18,000, was gone. When she later drove to her local police station, desperate for answers, she was met with heartbreaking news. There was no Officer Raymond, no warrant, and no ongoing investigation. She'd been the victim of a digital arrest scam. What haunted her most wasn't just the financial loss, it was the fear and shame that followed. For days, she couldn't sleep or eat. She blamed herself for being so stupid. But here's the truth. Mrs. Daniels wasn't stupid. She was human, responding to fear, urgency, and authority exactly as the scammers intended. Her story represents thousands of others who stay silent out of embarrassment. But silence only protects the criminals. By telling her story, we take back power and help others recognize the warning signs before it's too late. Here's how to spot a digital arrest scam before it traps you, because awareness is your strongest defense. Number 1, urgency and threats. If someone claims to be law enforcement and demands immediate payment or says you'll be arrested within hours, pause. Real police don't resolve legal issues over the phone. Scammers thrive on panic because when fear takes over, logic shuts down. Number 2, requests for money or gift cards. No legitimate police officer will ever ask you to send money through wire transfers, cryptocurrency, or prepaid gift cards. Those methods are untraceable, a scammer's favorite tool. 3, spoofed caller ID. Scammers can make their number appear as police headquarters or even display a real government number. Caller ID is easily faked. Don't trust what you see, trust what you can verify. 4, confidentiality pressure. They might say, this is a confidential federal investigation. Don't tell anyone. That's not protection, it's isolation. Real law enforcement encourages communication, not secrecy. 5, requests for personal information. No genuine authority will ever ask for your bank login, passwords, or ID numbers over a call. If you experience any of these signs, stop, hang up, breathe. Verify directly with official numbers or local police. Because when you pause, you protect yourself, and you take the power back from fear. So how do you defend yourself when fear feels real and authority sounds convincing? The answer is simple. Don't react. Respond. Let's walk through the steps that can keep you and your loved ones safe. Hang up and verify. The moment someone claims to be from the police, tax authority, or any government agency, end the call. Do not explain. Do not argue. Simply hang up. Then look up the official number of that agency yourself and call back directly. Real officers won't object to verification. Scammers, however, will. 2, never pay or share information under pressure. No legitimate law enforcement agency asks for money, bank details, or crypto transfers to avoid arrest. Fear-based urgency is the biggest red flag. If you feel rushed to act, that's the sign you shouldn't. 3, report and block. Use your phone's spam reporting features or submit a report to national cybercrime authorities or fraud reporting websites. Every report helps dismantle a scam network and protect others. Also, block the number immediately to prevent further contact. 4, educate family and elders. Scammers often target older adults, playing on confusion, respect for authority, and fear of legal trouble. Take time to educate parents, grandparents, and friends. Teach them what real police communication looks like and rehearse what to do when they receive such calls. 5, stay calm and grounded. The biggest weapon scammers use isn't technology, it's panic. Fear clouds judgment and triggers obedience. When you stay calm, you stay in control. Take a deep breath, pause, and remind yourself, if it's truly urgent, it can still wait for verification. Bonus step, build digital confidence. Empower yourself with knowledge. Subscribe to trusted digital safety channels like TrustArmor, follow cyber awareness updates, and learn to recognize emotional manipulation as easily as you would a phishing link. Because safety isn't just about technology, it's about mindset. Stay calm, stay informed, stay unshakable. If you think you've been caught in one of these scams, don't freeze. Act fast. What you do in the next few hours can make all the difference. Step 1. Stop all communication immediately. Hang up, block the number, and don't respond to follow-up messages. Scammers often try to recontact victims by pretending to be a higher authority or a fraud investigator. Cutting communication stops the manipulation. Step 2. Preserve every piece of evidence. Take screenshots of call logs, messages, and transaction receipts. Don't delete anything. Even the smallest detail could help investigators trace the fraud or protect others. Step 3. Contact your bank. Notify your bank or payment provider right away. Ask them to freeze or flag your account for suspicious activity. If funds were transferred, there's still a chance to stop or reverse the transaction if reported quickly. Step 4. File official reports. Report the incident to your local police and national cybercrime authority. The more data law enforcement receives, the more patterns they can track to shut these networks down. Step 5. Seek emotional support. Fear, guilt, and embarrassment often follow a scam, but remember, being deceived doesn't mean you're foolish. It means someone weaponized trust and fear against you. Reach out, talk, and get help. Recovery is possible, both emotionally and financially. Let's pause and take a deep breath, because today's lesson is both simple and powerful. Here's what we've learned. 1. Scammers exploit fear, not facts. They rely on emotion, not evidence. Their entire goal is to make you react before you reflect. Fear clouds judgment, and that's where they win, unless you stay calm. 2. Real law enforcement never demands money over the phone. No police officer, no tax official, no government agent will ever ask for payment through gift cards, crypto, or instant transfers. If someone does, it's fake, period. 3. Urgency, secrecy, and intimidation are red flags. If a caller pressures you to act quickly or tells you to keep this confidential, stop immediately. Real authorities encourage transparency, not silence. 4. Staying calm and verifying saves everything. Before responding to any threat, pause and verify. Call the real agency using a publicly listed number. Most times, you'll discover the crisis never existed. When fear takes control, truth disappears. But when you slow down, check facts, and trust logic over emotion, you take back power. So remember this. Don't let fear make your decisions. Let facts guide them. Because truth, not terror, is your greatest protection online and offline. Every scam feeds on fear and silence, but you're not defenseless. The moment you understand how these criminals operate, their power over you disappears. You have the awareness, the tools, and the courage to see through their lies. Knowledge exposes their tricks, and confidence shuts their threats down. At TrustArmor, we believe protection begins with understanding. Because when you know better, you act stronger. So stay alert, stay calm, and remember, you hold the power, not the scammer. You're not a victim in waiting. You're your own first line of defense. If this episode opened your eyes, make sure to hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell, because every week we uncover new scams and how to defeat them. Share your experience in the comments. Have you ever gotten a fake police or government call? Your story could be the warning that saves someone else. And before you go, remember 3 simple rules. Pause, verify, protect. You're never alone in this. Together, we build awareness, strength, and safety. You've got TrustArmor, your ally in digital defense.